President Cyril Ramaphosa have lost control of an ANC. The letter that have been written to DA, apparently it wasn't written by him, but it was written by NEC members. Right now, Ramaphosa doesn't have any say. He was demanded to sign the letter and be sent to DA. And according to what we heard from Julius Malema on the 13th of June, confirms this, that the NEC of an ANC is not happy with the ANC-DA coalition. Please listen to this clip. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.
The DA coalition failed in the NEC. They defeated the DA coalition in the NEC. But that is their own internal problems. So all I'm saying is, it's not like this matter of the DA is enjoying the popular narrative even internally in the ANC. It's a lie. It's News 24. It's that foundation of the Oppenheimers, Brandest, that says no, this is a popular view or the market and all of that. We chose the market for 30 years. Look at us now.
MK party, where you've got a number of ANC leaders who have been tasked to engage with the former president, to go to a province like KwaZulu-Natal. The former deputy chair of the province and former premier of the province, Willis Mchunu, he has also been engaging with the former president. We are also told that there are engagements of ANC officials with the former president Jacob Zuma on these particular matters pertaining to governance within the country and what role the MK party will play in the National Assembly or in government. We've also got an ANC coalition policy document which says the biggest political party in a municipality, in a province, must have first preference to form a government, and that will essentially mean that the ANC has violated its own coalition arrangements in the province of KwaZulu-Natal by not allowing the MK party, since it is the biggest with 45%, to constitute a government first, that they invite other political parties to negotiate with the MK party, as opposed to the government of provincial unity within that party, which is against the current ANC coalition framework in that particular province, knowing that MK party is the biggest. And already you are seeing cracks within that government of provincial unity, where the NFP is complaining of the acts of the IFP in the Zululand district municipality, which seeks to replace the former mayor of that particular district, Reverend Thulasizwe Simelane. Buthelezi rather. Letter that they find that the letter written by Helen Ziller to the Secretary General of the ANC, Fikile Mbalula, was condescending, unconstitutional, and quite right offensive in the letter they penned by the President of Cyril Ramaphosa. As I quote from this particular letter, he goes further to say that unfortunately this has not been the case with the DA. It's been in its recent proposals. I believe the DA has jeopardized the foundation of setting up a government of national unity by moving goalposts. In your letter of the 24th of June 2024 to me, I am truly taken aback by how you want 2 more portfolios to bring the DA's portfolios to 8. You have said you would have liked new portfolios to be allocated to the DA out of the options of sports, arts and culture, agriculture, rural development and land reform, or public service and administration. You go on to say that you are certain that assigning 2 additional portfolios to the DA, which you take to your quantum and cabinet from 6 to 8, would satisfy clause 16 of the statement of intent by better reflecting the will of the people as expressed in the electoral outcomes, while also taking into account the national interest. I regard your approach on moving the goalpost as a continuation of what was articulated in your federal chair's letter of the 22nd of June 2024 on issues such as sealed mandates of ministries, through which the DA seemed to want to set up a parallel government that would operate outside of the framework of the parameters of the constitution-based method and protocols of running the government of the Republic of South Africa. I also prefer not to deal further with the legally incompetent proposals to unilaterally redetermine contractual arrangements of director generals and their contracts. I did inform you that I felt we should not dwell on the misguided proportions contained in that letter, as paying attention to the contents of that letter would divert us from the task at hand of constituting a government of national unity. Essentially, the president of the ANC is pretty much fed up with the Democratic Alliance, saying that they are not negotiating in good faith, and they essentially want to set up a parallel government within the executive of the country, Unati.
Going in bed with the DA in Gauteng, they must not counterfeit. Panyaza and TK, through their rightful conscience, they got defeated here. They've been very clear of what needs to happen. But they're a provincial structure from a fragmented organization, a highly divided organization, and if their voice is overpowered, there's nothing we can do. By the way, the DA coalition failed in the NEC. They defeated the DA coalition in the NEC. This is what happens now these days, how the ANC is run in a criminal mafia style. They allow people to speak. Then they say, let's adjourn, the president is going to give a summary. Then what they do, they call you guys in. Then the president speaks in front of you. Those on the floor who feel that this is not the summary of the meeting, it's not a true reflection of what transpired in the meeting, they've got no platform to object to that because the media is already in. That thing Cyril was doing, I was in the LEC of the ANC. Zuma used to give, you know what the president of the ANC do? They come with a written political overview and they come with a written closing remarks. They come with 2 speeches. So you all speak. Then at the end they read that speech as if you never said anything. In that NEC where I was sitting, there was Tokyo Sexwale. It was my job and Tokyo Sexwale's job. When the president summarizes wrongly, Tokyo will call point of order in the NEC. I said, that's not the summary of our meeting. Balaga will say, Comrade Tokyo, the meeting is closed. The president said, no, we can't allow that. We reopen that meeting and say, this is not a true reflection of what happened. What the president said is not a true reflection of what happened in the NEC. And that is going to paralyze that organization. That is going to further divide that organization. That's what led to Muga and Tony resigning in the Eastern Cape. That this is not what we agreed on. And I must now sit here with my right conscience and tell my people to go and vote for DA when I know this was not a true reflection of the meeting. So